Look who's back with us, former acting ICE director, Fox News contributor Tom Homan. I want to thank you on Veterans Day for your service to our country. Okay, so now we've got Florida Governor Ron DeSantis and the Texas governor pushing back hard against the White House over the border crisis as the White House is checked out. We've got this new push by prosecutors in California, including the Orange County DA. They want to stop the border chaos. They now want to hit drug dealers with murder charges, but lawyers in California are saying this is overreach. What do you say?
I don't think it's overreach. We've had 92,000 overdose deaths in this country from our young people are dying hundreds a day. So I don't think it's overreach at all, but I think they need to go further. California's a sanctuary state. So ICE, as far as if you're an illegal alien or a resident alien, they get arrested for a drug offense. ICE used to get all of them out of the county jails in California. Now they're getting none of them because of sanctuary laws. So the prosecutors should go one step further and get rid of the sanctuary laws that protect the many, many drug dealers in the state of California.
And Tom, the phenomenon is the murder charge for selling things like opioids laced with the deadly load of fentanyl. You are an expert in this. It's 100 times more powerful than morphine. The Orange County DA is saying that's equivalent to dealers essentially handing a loaded gun to an unsuspecting victim, that they will probably die. But effectively, we're hearing from prosecutors that they're upset the White House doesn't care about that, and how cheap fentanyl is, how easy it is to get, and how fast it's killing people who had no idea they were even taking it, many of them.
Right. I've talked to a lot of angel moms and dads who've lost their children to fentanyl overdoses, and 99% of the time, these children had no idea what they're taking. They think they're taking Xanax, not really realizing it was laced with fentanyl. And look, they're right about President Biden. I mean, look, what's happened under his leadership? We got a 31-year high in inflation. We got a historic high in illegal immigration. We got a historic high in fentanyl coming across that border because of the border crisis. Half the border patrol is no longer on the line. The cartels take that for granted and move these drugs across so they get more drugs across. And it's killing young Americans. So they're exactly right. Is the border policy of Biden are failing the American people and killing our children.
The
DEA said just a couple weeks ago that 95% of the fentanyl killing our young Americans are coming across the southwest border.
And it's hitting the Southwest really hard, right? I mean, you see it all up through California, through that corridor there. And we're hearing reports coming out of the Del Rio sector of Texas that Border Patrol is so swamped with migrant caravans and other mayhem that they're now seizing virtually no hard narcotics coming across the border, meaning fentanyl, cocaine, heroin, and crystal meth. What do you say?
Exactly what I was just saying. The Border Patrol is so tied up with these family units and changing diapers and making formula, making hospital runs, that they're half of the Border Patrol is no longer on the line. For an example, during the recent Del Rio crisis, Liz, when the secretary seized all those people at Del Rio, 224 miles of southern border in Del Rio, 224 miles of border was unguarded. Not a single Border Patrol agent within 224 miles. You don't think the cartels had a field day with that? And the Democratic-led Congress is saying, well, we're going to put more money in the port of entries because that's where most of the drugs come through. They don't have any idea. Most of the drugs get seized at a port of entry because they stop every vehicle. Most of the drugs coming to this country are coming between the ports of entry because the Border Patrol is half-staffed on the line.
How? Via vehicles and coyotes and, human smugglers dragooning migrants into being human smugglers?
That's a big part of it. Vehicle drive-through is a big part of it. They're using drones to drop fentanyl across the border. The cartels are smart. They're using every means at their disposal. And you're right about the prices dropping. There's so much fentanyl coming across that border that the supply is outpacing the demand, which drives the prices down, which means even more children will be able to afford to buy it. This is a result of Biden's failed border policies. I've said it before. It's just not about illegal immigration. It's about public health. It's about public safety, and it's a national security crisis because of non-respected terrorists.
And Vice magazine is reporting heroin users can't even find heroin anymore. It's all about fentanyl. And we have this. The LAPD is advising city residents to, quote, cooperate and comply when being robbed, oftentimes by, drug gangs, that, if they're followed to their homes or to their place of business, cooperate. That's how bad it's gotten in Los Angeles and throughout that area. What do you say, final word?
If LAPD was serious about it, they would cooperate with ICE. Again, sanctuary city, they don't cooperate with ICE. So a lot of criminals, drug dealers walking out of jail every day. They should be deported from this country. So take it a step further. Give the communities assistance, but work with other law enforcement to identify those we can remove from the country and protect our communities.
Tom Homan, thanks again. You're terrific. We so appreciate all you've done for the country. It's good to have you on. Come back soon.